What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into the channel. So all the jobless, hey, Pitt's kicking ass right now. It's fucking crazy. Sorry. So here we are. All of the jobless nose ringers are here. Let's see what we got in store. CPD on the scene. I'm sure it's gonna be I mean, yeah, we'll see. But it like amazes me that this is, it's funded. I mean, it said it was scheduled at 1 o'clock. Oh, here we go. They're up there. All right. Let's go ask some people why they feel the need to protest for illegal federal criminals. And not only illegal federal criminals, but child rapists, child sex traffickers, child murderers, people from other countries with convictions that have fled prison. So let's see. I mean, this is a, if you call it peaceful protest. You see what I mean? Look at this. There's barely anybody here because everybody really knows the truth. It's bullshit. Nobody cares about it anymore. Turning point, right? Stop deportations, defend immigrants, yeah. Defend illegal criminals, sure. I wonder, information, coalition against the own president, treason. And then you got this. Look at all the people cheering for treason. Like this guy. Paid. This is all. It's all paid by CIR, the Coalition of Immigration and Refugees, which is paid by Pritzker, who's paid by Soros. It's public knowledge. You can find it on the city.org, chicagocity.org. They have to put that knowledge out there, otherwise, you know, these kids could get in trouble. They don't know much. They don't even know why they say fuck Trump. That's because, you know, 11 years ago, CNN decided, oh, he's running Republican, so we're not going to like him. And they spewed and spewed and spewed, get people killed, get people put in jail. This is insane. Now, I agree that the murder in both Israel and Palestine needs to stop, and America needs to pull away from Israel. But this is like a 900-year deal that we had nothing to do with. We weren't even a country. Why you say that?
I've been saying fuck Trump since the 90s, brother.
Since the 90s, why?
Since the 90s.
Why is that?
When he was bankrupt and shit.
So when you're bankrupt and you have a business, the more you go bankrupt, the more successful you become.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, no thanks. No thanks. We respect the office. Even when Biden was in there, we respected the office. We respected the office. That's the most difficult job in the country. Can't say anything bad about anyone.
If you're a reality TV fan, just say so. But reality TV and reality are two different things, brother.
I never watched an episode of The Apprentice. I watched the man. I watched the man fail and succeed, fail and succeed.
Successful businessman.
Well, we got the Trump Tower for one downtown.
Okay, who paid for that?
We paid for it. He paid for it.
So it was socialism?
No. Socialism would be the government paying for it.
Okay, so
the government.
Why don't you? By the people, for
no,
the people.
we're not. We're not government officials. Okay, we're the middle class. We built America.
We are the government's boss.
Am I screaming? You want to calm down? Thanks a lot. So, anyways.
Well, I gotta make sure I'm heard over these people.
Well,
You're talking to me, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Go bother somebody else.
I came up to you peacefully. So anyways, what I'm saying is, our tax dollars built this place, right? Now it's up to you how far you want to take your dollar, right? The president.
So
Hold on. The president. What's the question?
What did he do that was a successful business?
So
it sure wasn't
he employed. So to build all of these places, he has to hire people. The people that are in there are the people. What are you talking about? Architectures, construction workers, masonries, the middle class. Like I was.
Polish workers who came over in 1989 to build the Trump Tower.
The Trump Tower hasn't been here since 1989. Manhattan.
Yes, that's
those they were on those people were on on visas. Okay, they were on work visas. So make sure you get all the facts. You can look it up on thecity.org in New York.
Do my own research. Ooh.
You don't have it with you, do you? So don't contradict yourself, okay? Now, they were on HB1 visas, just like he's advocating for it now. He wants the people that know what they're doing here. He doesn't want illegal rapists here.
He hired illegals to build the Trump Tower in 1989.
They were here on visas. So they're not illegal. They're here for a purpose. They're here granted by the.
Just hire Americans then.
He did hire Americans.
You know what else? He doesn't hire American wives either.
He does hire American wives. I know 6 people.
Melania is not, Marla Maples. Marla Maples was American.
Okay.
Guess who was his best man?
I know.
Say his name.
I don't know who Trump's best man is.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay. No, he wasn't.
Say his name.
No, he wasn't. If you believe that, that's fabricated.
A pedophile president.
No.
Yes, you do.
You have.
Yes,
do you have any proof that he's a pedophile?
I do.
Yeah, let's see.
Here, let's pull it up.
So I know, like you say, he doesn't hire American wives. I know 6 women married to friends of mine. All 6 of them are bartenders at the Trump Tower. American born.
Ask who his goddamn bartenders
American born.
American
born.
You're changing the subject.
No, you said he doesn't hire wives.
You're not even a good wannabe Charlie Kirk.
I'm not trying to be like anybody. I don't know what you understand.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm doing this because I was born here and I love this city.
What? I was fucking born here too.
Yeah, and I love this city, and it's going to shit with people who support other countries, waving other countries and other flags.
I can tell you that much.
You go down to the low end and you ask about communism there. Those people have government-funded grocery stores that are empty.
We're going to be hosting a village reform. If you go to the keyword, you'll see it on the
website. 2 peas in a pod, right here.
Oh, okay. Look at the pictures that mean nothing. Where's the documentation? Where's the wedding list? Where's the wedding guest list? Where's the wedding guest list? Okay, yeah. A picture proves that he was the best man. Look at NBC News. Not biased coverage. Yeah, okay.
Biased coverage. What do you think? They photoshopped all those together?
I didn't say they photoshopped him, but you got pictures. I thought you said you had proof he was his best man. You don't have proof.
I'm getting bored with this shit.
Ice out now. You're getting bored with it. Yeah, you said you had proof he was his best man. That a picture is no proof at all. What about Clinton? What about Clinton? What about Clinton? What about Clinton? What about Bush? What about Obama?
What about?
Yeah, you got nothing to say about them, right?
Their asses up too if they're on the list. Release the list.
Hey, I agree, but what are we gonna do about it?
But guess who you're gonna find on it? You guys too.
Oh no, I mean Maxine and the 4 women that came forward and got killed.
You have a good day.
Yeah, okay. Okay. God bless. Well, there you go. See, I'm not afraid to confront anyone, and I'm not afraid if they got facts and they prove something to me that I don't know. Hey, you learn something new every day. If you're not humbled, then you've had an unsuccessful day. It's not that big. So I think, Soros isn't running out of money, but I think he's getting tired of funding this shit because now that Antifa's been labeled or a domestic terrorist organization, you could see that the crowd has dwindled mightily because they were flooding State Street by Trump Tower. Yeah. And none of these people have jobs, and if they do, they pay taxes to the people who own these companies, millionaires, but they want to keep taxing them. Without the millionaires and billionaires, we don't have jobs. Look at this. Look at this. Make fascists afraid again. Yeah, like, who's telling you you can't speak? A fascist wouldn't allow you to do this. Oh no, yeah. Well, so when President Obama deported 5.3 million criminals.
Deported more people than Trump so far.
Okay, right. So, but ICE was here. But ICE was here doing their job. Nobody had a problem with that.
Like this. They didn't wear masks. They had warrants.
Right. There was they had
illegal.
They had warrants. You know why? Because the city and other inner cities weren't not acknowledging the detainers.
This was always a sanctuary city for the last 40 years.
A sanctuary city for what? Illegal federal criminals?
They're not criminals.
How are they not criminals if they come into the country at an unlawful point of entry?
Well, you can repeat what you've been misinformed with.
No, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
It's a civil offense, not a criminal offense to be an illegal immigrant here.
It's a civil offense after you stay and your paperwork doesn't go through. Okay? If you're here on a visa and the visa expires and you're still here, whatever state that is, that's a state issue. You cross the border at an unlawful point of entry.
Maybe you're a lawyer.
That is a federal offense. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong.
It is a federal offense, but it's a civil. There's a difference between criminal and civil.
It's still illegal. And like I said, it becomes a civil offense.
You know what? Taking away the First Amendment rights.
How?
We're illegal.
We're speaking. They're speaking. What did they do to the president when Letitia James had him in court and he couldn't say a word? You won't say nothing. No, that's not the courtroom. That's not the courtroom procedure. That was a corrupt state court not letting the man speak. During a campaign, he couldn't. He couldn't.
It doesn't matter who the fuck you are.
He couldn't. He couldn't speak on the campaign. So if you go to court and the judge doesn't allow you to speak, you're gonna feel a little violated, right? Like, hey, how come I can't defend myself? How come the president couldn't defend himself during his campaign? He couldn't speak on the campaign trail. Alina Habba had to speak for him because she was his lawyer.
You didn't have shit when you came here, unless you can tell me what tribe you came from.
My ethnicity is from Asia and Europe. My mother's Greek and my dad is Indian.
Not American.
No, I was born here and so are my parents.
No. Where did your ancestors come from?
Greek.
Greek?
Or
what
Greece.
State is that
Greece.
in?
Greece, sorry.
Greece, New York?
Where did yours come from?
Ireland, Germany.
Okay, so don't come at me
what?
contradicting.
My people didn't come from shit neither.
Greece built the world, so
you know what?
be happy for the ground you walk on. We gave it to you.
Immigrants. My ancestors.
So there weren't, these laws weren't in place 100 years ago, 200 years ago.
What's the difference?
It's a different time now. Like the point that people are going against the law is the issue. I don't care who's here or not, unless you're a child rapist, you gotta go.
Does the government have to obey the law?
Of course the government has to obey the law. Why do you think ICE and people are out here? When you have 33...
I'm saying obey the law as opposed to enforce it.
It depends.
Well, now it depends.
It depends on what you're asking. Do they
to obey?
The government have rules to obey, of course. They can't, so for example, he can't send the troops here without the governor's consent, right? But if the governor fails a state, then the president has omission to do so. If this, I mean, look at Seattle. It was burning to the ground. Minneapolis was burning to the ground. They were. The troops didn't go in there. And that happened under Trump. The George Floyd thing.
The governor calls for them. And then it's the National Guard.
But how come Memphis called for him? Because Memphis.
The National Guard.
Yeah, the National Guard. That's what.
But
That's
not
that's
the
all.
truth. The
That,
National Guard and the troops are different.
National Guards
Never
are
been in the
servicemen.
military.
No. National Guard are
Have you been
servicemen.
in the military?
National Guard. My father was. National Guards are
But you
servicemen.
haven't been in the
No.
military. So
No.
there is a difference between the National Guard and the full-time military.
Well, the National Guard serves the state there full time.
And then they can be also called up by the president to serve in the military.
That's true too. But when I say troops, I'm generalizing, no disrespect, right? So I'm saying if the state fails the citizens, we elected Pritzker. You think he's doing a good job? You think Johnson's doing a good job?
Some things he does.
You think Johnson is doing a good job? You know, Johnson is like the head of the school board. The school board is the mafia from the 60s. It's a shithole. Look at our education system. I had to pull my son and daughter out of school in Albany Park.
Where did you send them?
They're in a Christian Catholic school. They're in a Christian private school.
Okay.
And they learn the Word of God. They learn everything that we learned growing up. Math,
God.
Jesus Christ.
But there's more than one interpretation of Jesus Christ.
There is only Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Yes, sir. We're not going to, yeah. Okay.
You talk to the people who say Christ is a fighter, calls for the death of people who don't agree with our view.
What do you mean calls for the death? No. You have the option to redeem yourself or not. He doesn't make anybody do anything. Nobody makes anybody do anything. The way to God is through Christ. If you
suggest you
the way to God is
pay a
through
little
Christ.
closer attention to what's happening on the street and what's happening in the court.
You know what I see on the street? A bunch of devilry. When I see kids getting killed every day in West Lawn, in Bronzeville, and nobody says a word about it. But we're out here advocating.
Killing the people in the boats in the Caribbean.
The drug cartels that's killing fentanyl. I mean, that was.
There is no proof.
It's all proof. It's all proof. They just don't see a boat and target it. They see where it came from. It's public knowledge. It's all over. It's all over.
Knowledge that there is no proof.
They see. They don't just.
If they were carrying drugs.
Hey, they're in international waters. Once you cross in, that's like Russia going into Ukraine airspace.
What does that mean?
That means it's violation of federal law.
Federal law doesn't exist in
international waters. If Mexican military comes into American,
and the U.S. Navy could have stopped that boat.
It was the U.S. Navy. It just was done by drones. It's a different age of warfare. It's not boots on the ground anymore.
Somebody pushed the button.
Well, yeah, of course. Somebody had to, and that was our military.
Eventually, those drones will be coming after people like you.
No, they won't. I don't break the law. You know, I'm not riding around with a suspended license.
They didn't break the law either.
They did. They were bringing illegal drugs.
You don't know that.
We do know that. I'm not making it up. It's public knowledge. These things, the tracks were projected on where they came from, where everything. I mean, when you have, for example, Gordon Ramsay going to Brazil to see how cocaine's made, you think they don't know where it comes from? That's just
you're a true believer in authoritarian government.
I'm not a believer of anything authoritarian. I make my own choices.
You do.
Right. I choose to pay my taxes. I choose to obey the law.
You might change the channels you tune in on.
If you think this is authoritarian, we wouldn't be able. You guys wouldn't be out here right now.
It's a process.
It'd be true silence. No, look at Chavez and Fidel Castro.
How many universities have been threatened?
How many universities are going against the parents' will?
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's our money. That's a federal.
If the parents want to do something about it, they can.
And the parents do something about it, and the universities still go against them.
Has intervened.
Well, that's because the government funds these private universities. Without the federal funding, which is our tax dollars, they got nothing. So he can stop it.
Harvard has nothing.
I didn't say Harvard has nothing. I said without the federal, the universities as a collective whole, without the federal funding, they don't have anything.
And what do the feds fund?
They fund the universities because they're private institutions. The Federal
Well,
Reserve.
Good luck to you and your children.
Oh, thank you. Corrupt policing with the police standing right there. All right, well, 20 minutes. I got to get my ass to work. So we'll see how this goes. Thanks for tuning you guys in. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one.